Given the RAM management issues, the Note 8 Pro lost to the Note 9 Pro. But what about the POCO X2? The software on this one has been stable for a while now. It has no RAM management issues of any kind, at least none that I know of. So how would the Redmi Note 9 Pro stack up to the POCO X2? That is what we're going to find out in today's speed test. Hey guys, Ash here from C4ETech, and as always, if you do end up liking what you see here, please subscribe and turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon. Let's now get the speed test started. By the way, I am giving away a Redmi Note 9 Pro. To know more about the giveaway, check out the link in the description below. Coming back, if you've forgotten how our speed tests work, here's a quick refresher. We're gonna have 2 rounds each with 2 laps. The first round's gonna be less intense, simulating regular day-to-day usage. And here's where we deal with the likes of Facebook and Twitter. The second round is where things get intense. We go for heavy games, even render a video. As for the laps, the first lap of each round is where we test app launch times, and the second lap is where we test how good the RAM management is. Now the Note 9 Pro has a 60Hz panel, so to keep things fair, we've set the refresh rate of the POCO X2 to 60Hz as well. And of course, both phones are connected to the same wireless network and there are no apps running in the background. So let's now go ahead and start. Before we begin, here's a poll for you guys. Who do you think is gonna win this speed test? Go on, make your pick, and no peeking, play fair. Let's now go ahead and start the stopwatch. Opening up Super Mario Run. The Note 9 Pro loads it up faster and takes the initial lead. With Feedly though, the POCO X2 catches up. But the Note 9 Pro marches ahead as we move on to Twitter and YouTube. Moving on to the last row of apps, can the POCO catch up once again? The Note 9 Pro has finished the lap in 43 seconds. 1 second more is what the POCO takes. It was on the Photos app when the Note 9 Pro finished. Moving on to RAM management, the Note 9 Pro still maintains its lead. Both the phones have no reloads. All apps are in memory. The Redmi Note 9 Pro finishes the first round in 57 seconds. The POCO X2 takes about a second and a half more. Now that the first round is over, let's see what happens in the more demanding second round. Will the Note 9 Pro win this one too, or will the X2 stage a comeback? Stay tuned to find out. Starting the round with PUBG. This time the POCO X2 takes the initial lead. Looks like the tables are indeed turning. Can the Note 9 Pro catch up? We are in the second row of apps. The Redmi Note 9 Pro is not that far behind. The initial PUBG lead gave the POCO the advantage. And the X2 manages to retain its lead throughout the second row of apps. Into the third row of apps, and the Redmi Note 9 Pro is still struggling to catch up. Let's see if anything changes with the video render part of this test. The Note 9 Pro now joins in. The POCO X2 doesn't seem to be giving an inch. It finishes the render first and moves on to the last row of apps. By the time the Redmi Note 9 Pro is done with the render, the X2 is already 3 apps ahead. It finishes the first lap in 1 minute and 33 seconds. The Redmi Note 9 Pro takes 4 seconds more. And the POCO is now done with row 1 already. The POCO X2 continues to maintain its lead, retaining everything in memory. And finishes the heavier second round in 1 minute 55. The Redmi Note 9 Pro takes 4 seconds more, and it also managed to have everything in memory. Let's reboot the phones now. The Redmi Note 9 Pro won the first round, but the 730G and the POCO X2, they took the round 2. The margin wasn't huge, indicating the Note 9 Pro and the 720G are pretty close to the X2 with regards to performance. So yes, technically the POCO X2, that's the faster phone for heavier tasks, but it doesn't seem like speed's gonna be the deciding factor between these two. So maybe we should do a camera comparison next, see how that GM2 stacks up to the 686. Is that something you'd be interested in? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, we get to the end of this video. It's now time for me to bid you adieu. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4ETech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.